We spoke with Jamie Wallace, who was an editor at the Selma Times Journal at the time. Here is some of that interview.
You don't find it very often in the history books, but President Truman actually was a major advocate of desegregation when he was president. And in that 48-49 period, at the onset of the Korean War, he had ordered that the military be desegregated, which up to that time you had black units and you had white units, and he ordered that they be desegregated. So time passed, the war was over, and many of these black soldiers returned home after serving in Korea, and some of them taking a bullet for their country, and they came back home and they began to ask the question, why can we serve in the war but we can't vote? So if you look back and know and seen the scenes and so forth, you'll realize that many of them were in the forefront of the challenging obstacles that they faced back home. So in many of the marches, the mass meetings and so forth, many of these soldiers were in the forefront. Well, following that was President Kennedy. Of course, he was a strong advocate of integration. And then Lyndon Johnson was. Lyndon Johnson was a lot more interested at that point in the Vietnam War and trying to get it done than he was in civil rights, until Sunday in Selma, Bloody Sunday. And when the White House saw what happened on Bloody Sunday, they went to the president and they said, Mr. President, you've got to get involved in this. And he did. But a little known fact also is that Lady Bird Johnson, who was power behind that stone, her family was from Selma. And her father owned a wholesale grocery company on Water Avenue. It was my privilege at the 50th anniversary to have dinner with the two Johnson sisters. And I said, do you realize that you're having dinner right now about 100 yards from where your grandfather had a grocery business? He said, we had never heard that. So the family still owns land in Ottawa County, even to this day, unless they've sold it recently.
You know, it was such a joy to talk to Jamie Wallace, not only about what happened in Selma, but so many other events. He is what I call an Alabama treasure. We talked to him about school integration. We talked to him about Bloody Sunday, because that is what he covered. And we were just so grateful to have an opportunity to sit down and talk to him.